The girl that ride the whip. I know die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commend it. I can't come and keep my...
Good morning, T Squad. Good morning. It's your girl Keisha, and I am here with my first video of today. I hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed Wednesday. Please stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay happy. Okay, keep a smile on your face because I got some good news to some of you. It has been reported that Jonathan Majors and Meagan Good secretly got married. Yes, they are married. So much for that publicity stunt that people said that they were doing, that this was just all publicity to rehab his image. It's not. They, in fact, are married. He is doing a press run for his new movie, Magazine Dreams, which will be out, I believe, this Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I am going to go see it. This was a movie that he has had in the bag for the last 2 years, but it got put on pause after everything that went on with his court case. But before the court case and everything happened, this was his Oscar movie. It was getting great buzz during all of the film festivals, and people were really buzzing that this was going to be the movie that got him that Oscar nomination. But like I said, it got pushed back because of the incident that happened with him and his ex-girlfriend, Grace. Well, he sat down with Entertainment Tonight, and that is where the news was broke that him and Meagan Good are indeed married. Also in this interview, Jonathan was asked about the recent audio that came out where he allegedly, I guess you want to say, admitted to strangling his ex-girlfriend, Grace, during a recorded conversation. We're going to get into that as well. So let's check out this video, you guys, and get all of the juicy details.
I remember her telling me I'd never been this happy before.
She's just my girl, man. She's just my best friend. You know, my wife. You know, my fiance.
That slip happened because, surprise, just after 11 o'clock this morning, Jonathan and Meagan said I do. A source tells ET Jonathan's mother married the couple in a small private wedding at their home in LA. Meagan's mom was the witness, and it was just the four of them. The duo already had a bit of that newlywed glow last night at a special screening of his film.
She just motivates me so much, and she guides me, and I guide her. I think Meagan and I we do a good job of dealing with each other where we're at. You know, you don't know anybody till you've been through all the seasons with them. Oh, you're on cloud 9. It's all rolling in. You ain't got nothing. You're crying on the couch. She's seen me in every spot, you know, and I've seen her. And at every time, we can always talk to each other, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes not. Sometimes we leave the room. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, you take a break, I'll take a break. Cool. You know what I mean? I don't gotta be tough with her.
Jonathan and Meagan got engaged in November, just 11 months after the former Marvel star was found guilty of assaulting his ex-girlfriend. While Jonathan has maintained his innocence, yesterday, Rolling Stone published an alleged conversation between Jonathan and his ex.
He strangled me and pushed me against the car.
All those things are under arrest.
Yeah.
How do you address this latest headline?
You know I love you, brother.
Yeah.
I do love you, brother. I just can't speak to that. There's work to be done. And that's what I'm focused on now.
How have you worked on those things that from your past?
Prayer. That's been a huge thing. The mandatory, but that's just that one. And then the voluntary therapy, you know, that I've been in. And now I'm just finding ways to invest and change and shift and grow myself in a way.
The 35-year-old who received probation and was sentenced to a 52-week in-person batterers intervention program is now focused on Magazine Dreams. This was set to be Jonathan's Oscar-worthy performance before all the legal trouble happened.
I've been training for this every moment of my entire life.
In the drama in theaters Friday, Jonathan plays a troubled steroid-taking bodybuilder. It is an award-winning performance, without a doubt. What were you doing to be in that shape?
I was eating about 6,000 calories a day. I was weight training 2 times a day and then a little cardio stretch and posing.
Wow, so they are indeed married. Okay. Congratulations to the happy couple. Wow. Wow, just the four of them. His mama and her mama. His mama officiated. Oh wow. I wonder, are they gonna have like a big wedding afterwards? Like, what's next? Can't wait to see. Now, it's not lost on me that that audio was released right when he started to promote Magazine Dreams. I don't know who he done pissed off in Hollywood, or the powers that be that are just trying to keep this man down, but it's obvious that this was put out on purpose and at this point, because his trial with old girl it's been about a year now. Why post that now? And this is my question: is that audio footage from a previous situation, or were they discussing what happened that night when he ran away from her? Because as we saw, he did push her up against the car to get himself away from her. And you heard him say in the audio, "I've never aggressed a woman." And he said, "But I did aggress you." And she said, "Yeah, you choked me and pushed me up against the car." And he said, "Yeah, all of those are aggressed." So I'm assuming he was talking about what we saw in that video footage from that night. And to me, that's not him, putting his hands around her neck. To me, that was him getting away from her because the bitch was crazy and acting erratic. Okay. This is crazy. It's crazy. I'm going to support the film because I can separate the man from the work. But I've always been a supporter of Jonathan Majors. I always felt like he was more to the story than what we initially heard. And when we actually got a chance to see the video footage, it told a totally different story of him not being the aggressor, him being the victim of this crazy tail white woman. Okay. Not to say that he is completely innocent, that he didn't do things that were wrong in the relationship, because obviously they had a very toxic, dramatic relationship, but we weren't there. We don't really know the ins and outs of things. I don't know, child. It's a mess. It's a mess. But obviously, Meagan loves him, believes in him, and supports him, so much so that she has taken his last name and binded herself to this man legally. This is her second marriage. This is his first. He does have a child from a previous relationship. He has a daughter that I believe is probably around the 10, 11-year-old age, if I'm not mistaken. Meagan doesn't have any children. I think that she wants children. And, I pray everything works out between the two of them. They seem like they are happy with one another. They understand one another, that they communicate with each other. And I just pray that he treats her right and that she treats him right. And, that he can move on with his life and put this, thing that happened with him behind him, because there has been so many instances in Hollywood where you have had white actors that have had DV accusations or actually did it and still had excellent careers and went on to win Oscars and have mega hit television shows and everything else, so hopefully he can prove himself and move on and have an illustrious career, because one thing that you cannot take away from that man is that he can't act. That he can act. He can act his butt off. He can act his butt off. Do you hear me? And like I said, I've been a fan of Jonathan Majors since Lovecraft Country. That's when I knew that man was going to be a star. Okay, so I'm going to see Magazine Dreams this weekend. I'm going to support the film. The film is being brought to cinemas near you via Zeus. Zeus backed this film to really get it out there to the masses. So shout out to Lemmy for doing that, because this movie looks phenomenal. And I cannot personally wait to see it. But you guys let me know down below in the comment section what you think about Meagan and Jonathan saying I do and the leaked audio that came out over the past week. Let's talk about it. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.